As you know, we have different categories of indicators, and there are hundreds of indicators in each category, which has made it difficult for traders to choose the proper one. In this video, I'm gonna introduce one indicator for each category that, in my opinion, is the best indicator in that category. Let's begin with the first category, volume indicators. Here we click on indicators and we search volume dental. This one, which is written by someone named Harmonic. Alright, this is the indicator, and it's one of the best volume indicators that you can use. It's not just an ordinary volume indicator that shows net volume for each period, but this indicator gives you the ability to evaluate buying and selling volume separately for each period, so you can effectively measure the percentage of buy-sell activity in each of the time period that you're analyzing the chart. Here we have a table that shows live information for the current candle. It shows the amount of buying and selling volume, their percentages, and the net amount of volume until now for this candle. Here we have bars similar to an ordinary volume bars, but here for the bars they have two colors, as you can see, red for selling volume and blue for buying volume. So for each period we can effectively evaluate the percentage of buying or selling volume. They are also reflected on the candles, which the prominent one is actually shown on the candle. And we have also two moving averages with buy-sell signals that you can use in your trading strategy if they are needed. I have a complete guide to this indicator explaining every details and how you can effectively use it in your trading strategy. The link is also placed in the description, and make sure you watch it later. Next category, momentum indicators. Here we click on indicators and we search simple neural network transformed RSI. This one, which is written by Contrast System. Alright, this is the indicator, and it's one of the best version of RSI indicator that you can use. As you know, RSI is one of the most popular indicator among traders, especially for identifying oversold conditions and the momentum changes that are happening in the market. This RSI is an innovative improvement of the original RSI, which is actually built based on a simple neural network smoothing technique. The result is a smoother RSI with considerably lower lag with more accurate signals. RSI line is also shown in the format of Heikin-Ashi candles, which is an excellent feature of this indicator because this transformation to Heikin-Ashi candles removes the noises even more and giving smoother view of the indicator, so it can help us with better entry and exit points. I have also a complete guide to this indicator explaining all the features and options and how you can use it effectively in trading. The link is also placed in the description, and make sure you watch it later. Before we go to the next category, I would like to introduce one more indicator for momentum category, which is OBV MACD. This one, which is written by Rafael Zioni. As you know, MACD is also one of the popular indicators, and many traders use it in their trading strategy for evaluating momentum changes in the market. So if MACD is one of the indicators that you use in your trading strategy for having buy-sell signals based on momentum changes, you can also try this new MACD, which is built based on OBV, unbalanced volume. This MACD is faster with less lag because it also takes volume into account, so it can better measure the buying and selling pressure in the market. Next category, trend indicators. Here we click on indicators and we search Andean oscillator. This one, which is an editor specs indicator and written by Alex Grover. This indicator is one of the best trend indicators that you can use in your trading strategy because it also helps you to know when the market is not trending, so you can avoid many of false signals in flat market. Working with this indicator is very easy. When the green line is above the orange line, the market is trending up, and when the red line is above the orange line, the market is trending down, and in times that the orange line is above the other two, the market is flat. Please pay attention that momentum indicators like MACD and RSI can also help you with identifying trends, but they are not able to help you with non-trending market, and during flat markets they may show uptrend and downtrend and repeatedly alternate between these two situations in short time. So to solve this problem, you can also have Andean oscillator in your strategy alongside with your momentum indicator like MACD or RSI, so when the market is not trending and moving flat, by the help of this trend indicator, you can filter the false signals. This trend indicator is a perfect choice for trend following strategies where you want to confirm buy-sell signals in the same direction with the current trend. For example, a buy signal is confirmed only when in Andean oscillator the green line is above the orange line, and a sell signal is confirmed only when the red line is above the orange line, and the signal is rejected when the orange line is above the other two. Next category, volatility indicators. Here we click on indicators and we search dynamic price oscillator, this one, which is written by Zierman. This indicator is designed for volatility and it is also used for measuring momentum. It is built based on moving averages, ATR, and Bollinger Bands. As you know, Bollinger Bands itself is one of the popular volatility indicators, so if you use Bollinger Bands in your trading strategy, you can also use this indicator, which is built based on Bollinger Bands in the form of an oscillator alongside with ATR, which is again a popular volatility indicator. So it gives the picture of volatility from another perspective because here, as I said, momentum measurement is also considered. This is a very powerful indicator that have different use cases. It can help you with volatility breakout, mean reversion strategies, divergences, overbought, oversold conditions, momentum trading, and trend confirmation. I have a complete guide to this indicator. The link is also placed in the description and make sure you watch it later. Next category, buy-sell signal indicators. Indicators that generate buy-sell signals on the chart. Unlike other discussed indicators that you should go through some interpretation before deciding on buy or sell, these types of indicators give you this signal. Here we click on indicators and we search Lorentzian classification. This one, machine learning Lorentzian classification, which is an editor specs indicator and written by J.D. Horty. This indicator is built based on a machine learning algorithm, which by the help of advanced and complex calculations, it gives these buy-sell signals. Green labels are buy signals and red labels are sell signals. Not all of the signals are worth of trading, but when they are used properly in a trend following strategy and taking only the signals in the direction of the longer term trend, it is a very accurate indicator for finding perfect trading opportunities in the market. Next category, ICT SMC indicators. Before we add the indicator here on the y-axis, we increase the scaling a little bit, so later when the indicator is added, the chart will not become contracted. Here we click on indicators and we search Maxwell Price Action Suite, this one, which is an editor specs indicator and written by Maxwell Capital Trading. Alright, this indicator is one of the best ICT SMC indicator that you can find on Tradingview platform. It shows many of the important concepts of ICT trading on the chart and it's a great help for you if you use ICT method of trading. I have a complete guide on this indicator explaining all the concepts and feature of this indicator with examples. The link is also placed in the description and I highly recommend you to watch it if you use ICT concepts in your trading strategy. And the last category is price action indicators. For this category, I introduce indicators for support and resistance, trend lines, candlestick patterns, and other chart patterns. Alright, let's begin with the first one, which is volume-based support and resistance zones. This one, which is an editor specs indicator and written by Tommy F1001. This indicator is one of the best support and resistance indicators that you can find on Tradingview platform. It calculates the support and resistance zones based on high volume at fractal lows or fractal highs, and this helps you to identify levels that are more significant. In other words, it helps you to identify levels that market participants showed more reaction to those levels. An excellent feature of this indicator is that it doesn't draw support or resistance zones for only the current time frame, but it also shows another 3 time frames, which depending on your trading strategy, you can set the proper ones in the settings. If you need to identify support and resistance levels on the chart, this indicator is the best. Alright, the next one is Adaptive Trend Finder. This one, which is an editor specs indicator and written by Julian H.A. This indicator is one of the best indicators for identifying trend lines and trend channels on the chart. By default, it shows short-term trend of the market, but here in the settings of the indicator, here you have an option for showing long-term channels. And as you can see, now the indicator is showing the longer-term trend of the market. One effective way of using this indicator is having 2 of them, one showing long-term and the other showing short-term, which by the help of this setup, you can effectively analyze trends. Alright, the next one is candlestick patterns. We add this one, candlestick patterns identified, which is written by Repo32. As you can see, the indicator has identified candlestick patterns on the chart, but in practice, you will not need all of them. Here in the settings of the indicator, here in the style tab, we have lists of the patterns that the indicator identifies on the chart. You can select the ones that you need in your trading strategy. There are also indicators for chart patterns like wedge and flag finder. This one, which is an editor specs indicator and written by Trend trendoscope, and it's a perfect indicator for finding wedge and flag patterns on the chart. Another indicator is flag and pennants. This one, which is written by trendoscope, which is specifically designed for flag and pennant patterns, which is a good choice if you're focused on these two patterns for catching explosive movements of the market. And another indicator for head and shoulders, this one, which is an editor specs indicator and written by Fikira, which helps you with identifying head and shoulders pattern on the chart, which is a very popular pattern for identifying reversal points of the market. If you use this pattern in your trading strategy, this indicator can help you in identifying head and shoulders patterns forming on the chart. Alright, in this video, I tried to introduce some indicators in different categories that each of them has its own use cases that depending on the trading strategy, they can be used for finding trading opportunities in the market. Please pay attention that in practice, you don't need all of these indicators, and depending on your trading strategy, you may only need 2 or 3 of them. The important point is that you should never take your trading decisions only based on one indicator, and they must be used in the form of a strategy in conjunction with other indicators or aspects of technical analysis. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching this video.